Hello and welcome back to all my dear students and friends. I am Rabinshu Sharma, Assistant Professor in Department of Journalism and Mass Communication of Babu Banarsi Das University, Lucknow. So students, in my last video lecture, I have discussed with you about the radio studio setup. I have discussed with you about the various types of recording projects that come to the studio. I have discussed with you about the applications of studio recording. I have discussed about the sound mixing, and later I discussed about the studio layout and what are the terminologies that are used in the studio setup. I have discussed with you about the studio acoustic design and the construction techniques if you are giving the ideas in planning and designing of the radio studio. So I hope you must have got ideas about the radio studio and you got knowledge about the radio studio setup. So in this video, I'll be talking to you about the public service broadcasting and the BBC, that is British Broadcasting Corporation. So let's start this. Public service broadcasting and the BBC. Let's see. This in this video we will discuss about the topics like what is public service broadcasting. We will discuss about the public service broadcasting versus commercial broadcasting. What are the difference between the commercial broadcasting, private channels, and the what is the public service broadcasting, the government one. We'll discuss about the Doordarshan, and then we'll discuss about the All India Radio. We'll discuss about the BBC, and then later we'll discuss about the logos over the years of the BBC. It changes after the years and the years. And so, what is public service broadcasting? So, the public service broadcasting refers to the television programs that are broadcast for the public benefit than for purely commercial purpose. In nowadays, the commercial channels, the private channels are n number of channels are there. It's booming day by day. You can see like channels are coming in front of us. In fact, if I ask you name all the channels that are available right now, maybe you won't be able to recall and tell me the name here on the spot. Maybe you can search it on the internet and then you can tell me later, but no one knows each and every channel that exists right now. So the public service broadcasting refers to the TV programs and the channels of the programs that broadcast for the benefit of the public, that can educate people, that can entertain people, or that can inform people about the various activities all around. They can motivate people, they can set agenda and inform the people about the particular thing. They can tell people about the particular goal. They can do anything that should be in the benefit of the society, and purely and that should not be purely for the commercial one. It can be on the for the commercial one, but it's not necessary that every time it is for the commercial one. The public service broadcast refers to the television programs that are broadcast for the public benefit rather than for purely commercial purposes. So these programs include local news coverage, the arts program, and the religious broadcasts. Nowadays, religious broadcasts are in the private radio channels are not much. Like I would say, it's almost zero. But in the public service broadcasting, yeah, religious broadcast formats, programs are there. It is neither commercial nor state-owned, free from political interference and the pressure from the commercial forces. So it is not funded by the private agency, the private company. So it's not neither commercial, not it is owned by the government. So it's sorry, it's not state owned. It's like central. You can say central holds on these things, and it's free from the political interference. The political party people cannot give a pressure for anything, and the it's pressure from the commercial forces. Public service broadcasting and the commercial broadcasting, if you compare, there are differences in the public service and the commercial broadcasting. If you see on the left side, is public service broadcasting is a state-owned entity, and if you see the commercial broadcasting is privately owned by the media firms, private limited companies, and more recently by the corporate houses. If you talk about the Network 18 is owned by the Reliance Group. So again, it's a corporate house. It's owning the media house. So these trends recently it is changed. And if you see in the commercial broadcasting, the private firms and the media private firms they run. Coming to the second point, the public service broadcasting is usually viewed as a service that promotes the interest of the state. Okay, and if you see the commercial broadcasting is more interested in promoting the interest of the advertisers and corporate houses because 60% of the revenue generates from the commercial advertisements. So to get to generate the revenue, they promote more and more private advertisers. They promote the products, services, and the corporate houses. So this commercial broadcasting is different from the public service broadcasting. They promote the corporate houses and the advertisers, but this public service broadcasting only promotes the interest of the state. Coming to the third point of the public service broadcasting, the kind of programs shown highlight cultural diversity of the country and acquainting them with the traditional art, craft, and music. Now, if you talk about the commercial broadcasting, these kind of programs broadcasted are largely commercial. They usually include the entertainment, and these days the famous reality shows like if you see the Indian Idol, if you see the other reality shows like Big Boss, these are the completely commercial broadcasting programs, and for the entertainment purpose these is. But if you talk about the public service broadcasting, they talk about the tradition, they talk about traditional arts, they talk about the craft, they talk about music and the diversity culture, and which they only highlights about the cultural diversity of the country. So this is the three differences you can see in the commercial broadcasting and the public service broadcasting. If you see, the lot of number of channels are there for the commercial broadcasting. You see, there's a few logos around this world. It's the globe. It's BBC. This China Informed. This ABC News. Prasar Bharati. So this is the comparison you can see. In India is Prasar Bharati, Doordarshan. These are the public service broadcasters, and the BBCs. On the other hand, they have the BBC. Prasar Bharati. If you talk about the Prasar Bharati is India's largest broadcaster. Yeah, if you talk about India, it is the largest broadcaster, and is an autonomous body set up by the Act of the Parliament. Earlier, it was not the autonomous body, but after the Act of the Parliament and this Doordarshan, it comprises Doordarshan television network and All India Radio, which were earlier media units of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. But now it comes under the Prasar Bharati, the Doordarshan and the All India Radio both comes under the Prasar Bharati, which earlier used to come under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, though now it is the autonomous body. Prasar Bharati was established following a demand that the government-owned broadcaster in India should be given autonomy like those in many other countries. So this was the important thing in the Prasar Bharati Act. So let's have a look to the Prasar Bharati website, that is http www.prasarbharati.gov.in. So this is the website of the Prasar Bharati. You can log in anytime from anywhere. This is the home page of the Prasar Bharati. So you can access this website to get a lot of new insights about the Prasar Bharati. For example, if you want to access the live television and you do not have the set-top box at your home, you don't have the cable connection, or if you have the internet connection, you can access the live television. Here on the right side, you can see is the option of live TV. You can just simply click here and get access the televisions of the Prasar Bharati. The secondary, you can see the second option, you can see the live radio. You can listen the radio by clicking on this button, and on the third one there is this mobile app. You can download the app. If you want to download the Android app, just click on this, and if you want to download the this iOS app, then you can click here. Let's see the live TV option. When you click on this live television, you'll see the DD India Live 24 into 7 and the DD News Live, and give various other channels that are currently running by Prasar Bharati. So you can directly access these channels by clicking on this. You'll directly redirect to the YouTube live streaming of the YouTube. So these are the hyperlink. Now, if you want to see the, if you want to sorry, listen the live radio, just click on the live radio. The right side, you'll get a lot of options of like All India Radio Live News 24 into 7, Vivid Bharati, Ragam, Chinese World Services, Maitri, Bangla, Tibetan World Services, Andaman Nicobar, Andhra Pradesh. You get a lot of like a region-based AIR programs you can access like Chhattisgarh, Daman and Diu, Delhi, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Ladakh, Lakshadweep, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and this many like Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Odisha, Puducherry, Rajasthan, Punjab, Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, and this West Bengal. So you have the option to access the radio of any city, any state, anywhere, just by sitting at your place through the internet connection. Because you have the radio set in the transistor, you cannot tune to that particular frequency, and you can't access the radio station far from your place. So you to get with the help of internet, you can access the live radio sitting at your place, anywhere, anytime. So this is the home page of the Prasar Bharati. You get the information about the All India Radio, Doordarshan, DD News, All India Radio News, DD Free Dish, DTT, and the other things. You get the links of the Twitter and the latest videos by the Prasar Bharati. So you get there. Here is the option of the corporate, this option of the NABM, this National Academy for Broadcasting, this R&D and Secretary Act. Their listeners, for listeners, there's a complete different section like news podcast, live radio, audio on demand, all the radio archives. You can access the old footage or old recordings of the programs right here, and radio network. Viewers for the television video gallery, you can see the videos, you can see the DD archives, old videos, old important programs. This free dish details you will get here. Talent, if you are a musician, if you are a drama artist, if you want to do summer training, or if you are a commentator, and you can check for the vacancies and you can opt for these content like program sourcing in DDAIR guidelines. You can see if you are a private programming producer and you want to send your program, you can read the programming guidelines to send. These are the clients of the AIR to advertise on AIR and to advertise on DD. These are the few informations like tender circulars, annual reports, RTI, parliament proceedings. You can get the details of the vigilance and the other departments also here. Details about the free dish is here, and the store and what's new. The blogs, this is a new column of blog. You can get the details about the Prasar Bharati, the blogs and details about there. So you can get the things with here. So coming to the next slide, this Doordarshan. Yeah, Doordarshan is one of the two important broadcasting arms of the Prasar Bharati, with other being the Akashvani. So the Prasar Bharati is two important wing, that is Doordarshan and the Akashvani. So Doordarshan is one of the important broadcasting arm of the Prasar Bharati. Doordarshan is one of the largest broadcasting service in India in terms of people employed and infrastructure setup. Yeah, Doordarshan is spending crores of rupees in just a single month to give the salary to the employees. If you talk about the one center, they spend crores of rupees from one center to give the salary, and they have the largest, like if you see largest broadcasting service, they have in terms of people, they have a lot of people. Doordarshan will complete its 55th anniversary in the 15th of September. Oh, it has already completed on 15th of September 2014, 50th anniversary. DD holds the first rights to cover for coverage of the national ceremonies such as Independence Day, sporting events of the national importance such as Olympics, Commonwealth Games, and the Asiad Games. So Doordarshan has the first right. The other private channels, if they want the footage, then they can ask the footage for, and Doordarshan will provide that footage in the free of cost. And they can also take the footage from the YouTube or from the TV channels, and they have to give the courtesy to the channel. And they can, but the first right or hold that is held by the Doordarshan. The first camera will be placed of the Doordarshan, whether it's a national importance event or the sports event like Asiad Games, Commonwealth Games, and the Olympics. Doordarshan is famous for its endearing and evergreen TV serials such as Bunyad and Nukkad, which caught the imagination of the people right from Delhi to Lahore. So, coming to the All India Radio, that is Akashvani. And the Akashvani, if you see the literal meaning of the Akashvani, the literal meaning of the Akashvani means the voice of the sky. Akash is sky, Vani is voice. So it's a voice of the sky. Is the term is the radio arm of the Prasar Bharati and was established in the year 1930. Headquartered at the New Delhi, the All India Radio is one of the largest and the most famous radio broadcaster across the world. Yeah, it has the headquarter in New Delhi, and already All India Radio is the largest and the most famous radio broadcaster across the world. Maybe if you are not listening to radio, then maybe you are not the part of that. But if you see the rural population of the country, people still nowadays they listen the All India Radio rather than the private radio stations. The external arm of the All India Radio broadcast programs in 16 foreign languages and Indian and 11 Indian languages to various countries with total output per day being 70 hours across the world. See, it's not easy to broadcast per day being like 70 hours across the world, but still All India Radio is broadcast the programs in 16 foreign languages and in 11 Indian languages to various countries with this heavy output. The various services of the All India Radio include like news on phone, radio documentaries, broadcasts of drama, narration, and cultural programs that showcase the classical and folk music of our country. So this is the very important that they show the for the entertainment purpose and for the information purpose. These programs, the classical folk music, the dramas are benefit for the very useful for the people. Vivid Bharati, if you talk about the Vivid Bharati, and it's very it is doing very good, and all the radio FM very good, and AIR FM Gold and the Kashmir Radio Kashmir are some of the most widely loved programs of the All India Radio. So these are the programs some widely used by the all people. Coming to the BBC, the BBC is the British Broadcasting Corporation. Now, what is BBC? BBC is a public service broadcasting statutory corporation in UK. If you talk about the Prasar Bharati, the Doordarshan and AIR, these are the public service broadcasting for in India. But if you talk about the UK public service broadcasting statutory corporation, it's of United Kingdom, that's UK. The BBC is headquartered at Broadcasting House in London and other small production channels throughout the world. Even if you talk about of India, India is also having its office in New Delhi of the BBC. Its main responsibility is to provide impartial public service broadcasting in the UK. Yeah, impartial public service Broadcasting is very important nowadays in the era of the commercial service private broadcasters, because private broadcaster, they generally telecast the programs and broadcast the programs about the of the as per the advertisers, how to promote the products or the services. But if you talk about the public service broadcasting, this government, they provide the impartial public service broadcasting in UK to give the to promote the common things of in the people. BBC basically deals with products like broadcasting, radio, and web portal. It has these three things. It employs over 22,000 staff in total, more than 16,000 of whom are in public sector broadcasting. The total number of staff is 35,402. When part-time and flexible and fixed time contract, this staff are included here in 35,402. BBC is the world's oldest national broadcasting organization. You see, it's world's oldest national broadcasting corporation and has the largest broadcaster in the world. It is the oldest and has the largest broadcaster. It is the held in the world. The first radio broadcast was made before independence in the year 1932. That was 15th March 1932. This was the day when first radio broadcast was made, and the building was officially opened 2 months later on 15th of May 1932. The broadcasting house was restored after being bombed twice during the Second World War. So this was important. This broadcasting house was damaged and it was restored after being bombed twice during the Second World War. Since many men went off to fight in the Second World War, this BBC commissioned 800 women. It's BBC commissioned 800 women to fill up those jobs in the broadcasting during the early 1940s. This is the sign of the women empowerment, and it's the initiative took by the BBC to empower the women, so to give 800 jobs to the women. The global audience of the BBC is an astounding 241 millions. Everyone, right from the US on the west to the Australia in the south, swear by BBC for authenticity of news. Nobody can spread the fake news only in the commercial station channels. It happens to get the publicity, the yellow journalism, and the fake news is sent to get the more and more audience. So, but in there, these things were not there. Since BBC cannot afford to go off air even for a single second, it has a highly complex array of control systems ensuring that it doesn't go off air even for a second. Because a lot of people have their eyes on the BBC, so BBC will never go off air, and it has a lot of backup for if they go on off air. This British Broadcasting Corporation, this BBC, there's a few details about the BBC in a nutshell. The statutory corporation with royal charter. Its industry is mass media. Preceded is British Broadcasting Company. Founded in the year 1992. The day was 18th October 1992. Founder is John Reith. Headquarters Broadcasting House, Portland Place, London W1A 1AA UK. Area served worldwide. Key people Diane Coyle, she is Director General. Products Broadcasting, Radio, Web Portal. Services Television, Radio, Online. Employees like in the year assessed in the year 2011-12 is 23,000, but right now it's 2020, so I mean, this figure is, I'm sure it's crossed more. These are the few channels of the BBC. It's BBC 1, 2, 3, TVs, News, Parliament, HD, a lot of channels of the BBC. Like in India, we have the DD National, DD Bharati, DD Kashir, DD Uttar Pradesh, DD News. So the BBC is also having these lot of channels of this one too. This is the chart of a weekly reach of the BBC television channel. As you can see on the x-axis, there is BBC 1, 2, 3. The channel names are there, and on the y-axis is the percentage weekly reach of the channels. This BBC 1 is having the highest reach, that is 78.8% with the red color, and later you can see this BBC 2 has the 54.3% of weekly reach. The BBC 3 is having 23.3% reach, BBC 4 12.5%, BBC 7.4, CBC 9, BBC News 12.2, BBC 0.5, BBC HD 3.7, and BBC Alba it's 11.9. This is the weekly reach of the BBC television news. It's quite good. Here are the few radio channels of the BBC radio. So you can see Radio 1, Extra, 2, 3, and Radio Live, Radio Sports, Extra. These are the channels of the BBC radio. BBC News is the largest broadcast news gathering operation in the world. In the world, it is the largest, providing services to BBC domestic radio as well as television network such as BBC News, BBC Parliament, and BBC World. So it's important because BBC domestic radio and the television they provide the news, and the BBC Parliament and BBC World News are the important one. BBC has been developing new ways to access BBC News. As a result, it has launched services on BBC Mobile, making it accessible to the mobile phones and the PDAs. You can download the BBC app on your cell phones if you're using Android, or if you're using the iOS platform. You can download the app, and you can access the programs and the radio anywhere, anytime. Also, it is developing alert by emails marketing, the digital marketing, the digital television, and on computers through the desktop alert. These days, it's very common and important. So now let's have a small look glimpse of the BBC website. This bbc.com. It's http colon double slash. It's www.bbc.com. If you can see this website, it's a home page of the website, and you can log in this page anywhere, anytime, and you have to sign in. Even if you're not signing in this, you cannot access each and every feature. But if you're not signing, then it's okay. You can access the other thing also. You can get to know about the things about the news. You can know about the things about the sports. You can know about here this real work life travel future culture, and this more you'll get about the weather news. You can listen to music, you can get the sound. It's a homepage. You scroll, you can get the news of every beat, and you can get the news of the India also. This is a section of the India news. You can see the India news also. Indian news, not India news. This future planet for the kids also, they have a lot of options, features, feature video. Just scroll down and you'll get a lot of option. Plus point is that here you can get the news in Hindi also, because it's a section BBC in other languages, and you can get the news in Hindi, you can get the news in Urdu, you can get the news in Tamil, the Marathi, the more languages. In more languages, you can get news of Chinese, Arabic, Indonesian, in the other country, the French, other the Hindi and the Burmese, Bangla, lot of other languages. You can get the news. You can also get the access to advertise for the advertisement. If you want to advertise on the BBC website or on the portal, you can get the option of the from the website. So just click on this link, and this can access to the various bits of news. So this was the important. And coming to the next slide, this logos. We talk about the logos of the BBC. If you see over the years and the years, this logo is keep on changing, and they have updated them over the years and years. This was the logo, the first one. You can see earlier, few years back, many years back, this was used. Later they have revised their logo. Although revising logo is not an easy task, and because it is somewhere the brand identity of the corporation. Yeah, but one time it happens for to remove remove the saturation. The companies, the brands decide to change the logo, renovate, or to modify, improvise the logo. So nowadays, this latest one, this is the bottom BBC logo. This is in the black and white. So this is the current logo that is being used in the channel. This brand public service broadcasting BBC. This is the bottom one. So this is the logo is used. So changing brand the logo is not easy, but to for few things you need to improve your company's brand. You can change. So I hope this is the you have got the idea. Thank you for watching this PowerPoint presentation. Uh, I hope you must have got the idea about the what is Prasar Bharati, what is Doordarshan, and what is All India Radio. And you must have got the difference between the commercial radio and the public service broadcasting, and the BBC, which is doing the public service broadcasting. Like its base is in that is in London, that is in UK. So the difference between the BBC and the say Prasar Bharati, there's a lot of policies and the budget difference in there, the working style, the employees, but still both are leader of their own place. If you talk about India, Prasar Bharati is the leader, and if you talk about the UK, it is Prasar BBC is the leader. So I hope you must have got the information about the knowledge about the Prasar Bharati, role of the Prasar Bharati, role of the BBC, and this the website link that I have taken you. Just to go to that website. Also, you can get more details. Also, you can get the live links of the all the TV channels and the radio channels. If you want to listen the radio, you can directly go to the Prasar Bharati website and you can access all the content. So if you like the video, please like, share, subscribe this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubt and query, please ask to me on the comment section. This was me, Rabinshu Sharma. Thank you for watching this video.